Well, good morning, my Galilee family and friends. This is Paula coming to you on another Focus Friday of the new year. As you can tell, my voice isn't quite what it should be. Um, Getting over COVID. Well, I'm over COVID. Just have the lingering things that continue. But having COVID after the Christmas holiday and through the new year. I had plenty of time because I didn't want to do anything. I was very tired. And so I did a lot of watching TV and reading. And I want to recommend a movie that I watched that was recommended to me by my daughter Cindy. It's on Netflix and it's called Forge. It's a faith based movie. And boy, um, did I enjoy it. And I think I needed it. Talks a lot about, takes more than just going to church. Talks a lot about discipleship, which I think we all know that's what we're supposed to be out doing. But I highly recommend watching it. I think it's by the same producers that produced War Room. So, anyway, and after reading that, after watching that, excuse me, I opened up The Leap of Faith. This is a book by Ellie LaFaro. She was our Bible study leader at the WML convention several years ago. And this is one of her books that I picked up that I had read. And another book that I recommend, for one thing, she's hysterical and will keep you, you won't want to put the book down. But it was just funny because I read it again and some of the things just jumped off the page that I guess I didn't see before. I didn't pay attention, or that what happens when I think we read something. And for me, when hopefully you're growing in faith. But the one thing I really liked was at times our faith can seem feeble and anemic, our Christian pulse barely detectable. Satisfied to have taken the initial step, we're now just incubating in a warm nest. So I thought about that a lot. And I was thinking, have you ever, whether walking or in a car, felt like you were going the wrong direction? And I think this happens to all of us, and sometimes even in our lives, but I think it's especially scary and dangerous when it's in our spiritual lives. And I think if we stop and think about that we're going in the wrong direction, then we need to stop what we're doing and go in the opposite, and keep walking towards God and keeping his faith, or as Ellie LeVar says, to take a leap of faith. And I know that's what I need to do. We need to place our faith and trust in him, that his plans for us far exceed anything that our plans could be. And unfortunately, sometimes I don't even know if we have a distinct plan, which is why we need to follow him. And we can't take shortcuts. I've learned that from situations that I've been in, through one of the Forge movie I was watching. There are no shortcuts and different things we read and in the Bible. And so, just let God lead you when you're on your first step. And through that, I saw there was a psalm, I think Psalm 16:11. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. The right hand, of course, is of God. And I think that is so true when we're on the right path and following him. It's so true. It's just going to make you, I know it makes me feel so much better and content. And then Isaiah 40, this I thought about how we always talk about looking up. It's Isaiah 40, 26a. Lift your eyes and look to the heavens. Who created all these? He who brings out the starry hosts one by one and calls forth each one of them by name. And I thought, wow, this is so true. And it seems so simple, but it's not. We talk about it and, walk by faith, and we know it. And we know when we're not walking. And we know when we are. And when we are, I think it does bring us great joy. Doesn't mean that we're not going to have heartache and hardships, but we know the one who will bring us through that, and especially if we're on the right step. And just keep remembering it's just one step in the right direction will lead you into the most wonderful life, a fulfilled life. I think there's a lot of people out there that have many things and they feel they're happy, but I don't think it's a full life like we as Christians know it to be. When we put him first and we take that first step to follow him. And so as I always say, when in doubt, and we're out there taking our steps, just look up and you know the rest. Until next time, I'll see you and Happy New Year.